fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start killing myself at this point, because, like, why are you doing this to me? I had a whole joke planned out, too. Because you know what I got? I got this. I got this. You know what I got? I got that. I got jokes to do. I got jokes to do today, but no. Apparently, today is not Rinen Day. Today is Let's Fuck with Rinen Day, which is fucking annoying. Which I am annoyed by. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway. Hello everybody. Hi, how's it going? My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly. And today, we have a very special stream. You guys know what it is? You guys know what it is? Well, I already showed you anyway, because today, we are going to be using my brand new Stream Deck. I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid in a candy store. I kind of stop clicking buttons and shit. To be fair, I don't really have that much prepared, but you know, I was gonna start the stream just by doing the grinder joke of just like, imagine. Okay, you know what? We're going to rehearse. You know, we're going to rehearse. You're going to pretend like you just got here, and I'm going to pretend like shit is not bad. All right. All right. We cool? Okay, let's move on. So, scene start now. Oh my, so sorry. I did not notice you there. Hi, how's it going? My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you don't mind, you know, I was just making myself busy because I've been like doing some stuff in the background. But yeah, as you can see and as you may know, I have a Stream Deck now, which is officially sponsored, once again, not by Grindr, but by Rule 34. Which is such a funny thing, by the way. I cannot believe that I now can officially say that my stream is sponsored. Well, not really, because they're not paying me for this. But, you know, my content career is supported and sponsored by Rule 34. And it's really fucking funny though. It's really fucking funny because I actually didn't know that the people that I was working with to get this Stream Deck into my computer were actually working with Rule 34. I did not know that until way later. Like I'm talking about, like I'm talking with them, and I am like engaging with them and like figuring out the logistics of getting this thing shipped to me. And then I realized, wait, I asked them how they're making the money for this to be able to help so many people like this. And then they told me that they're sponsored by Rule 34, and I was like, and actually, this would have been better, you know. I was like that, and I was like, wow. Okay, you know what, slay, work, love that. Love that. We love a sex positive career, even though mine is neither sexy nor positive. So, but genuinely hope you guys are having a good day. I know some people were here earlier talking about their fanfics and stuff like that, and I feel so bad that my stream just genuinely did not want to work today for some fucking reason. Like, everything was going smoothly, which, you know, should have been a sign for an alarm. Should have been a sign that maybe I should have done more background checks, because with the many things that I can do with a Stream Deck, one of the things that I've done is to set up a single button that will allow me to do my whole stream setup with the press of one button. I love the sound of Chelsea. Oh hell yeah, baby. Listen, it's my favorite song. It's my favorite song. It's my favorite sound of all time. That and the Grindr sound. But you know, I figure that whenever we have a Renan moment, or when we have a very slay moment, we just, you know what I mean? But I would love suggestions. If you guys have any suggestions of what we can do with the soundboard that I now got, because like I got different folders of things, which is why it takes me a little bit to get to the sound effect that I want to press, and why I make mistakes from time to time. But if you guys have any idea of what we can do with the power that I now have at my fingertips, Because you know, I am now playing with fire. I am now the holder of the celestial fire, and you mortals couldn't understand the power that I have today. So if you guys have any more suggestions about this, let me know, because I would love to weaponize this stream deck as much as I can. I want to weaponize it as much as I can, because I also discovered a couple stuff that I can do that I haven't quite set up yet. Because it's a lot of back and forth, by the way. I almost feel like I am back in like the 2000s doing like MySpace shit, trying to figure this shit out. Which, you know, it's not even close, but it's the closest reference I got. Because, you know, MySpace, you used to do a lot of coding. You used to code for MySpace. Do you guys even know what MySpace is? Are you guys young enough for you guys to know that what MySpace is? Oh god, nobody knows what MySpace is anymore. Nobody knows anymore. Nobody knows anymore. Please tell me that you guys know what MySpace is. Please. Oh, hi, Sarek. How's it going? I am absolutely weaponizing the shit out of this. I love it. I love it. I got a soundboard, Sarek. I got a soundboard. I can now be 10 times more annoying than I was before. I hope you guys are ready for that. I feel like the opportunity to use the soundboard is probably gonna come by more often when I'm playing video games. When I do the BBO game. I never used this. I joined Facebook. No way. Facebook? Out of all things, Facebook? Well, to be fair, I did use Facebook for quite a while. Facebook was like my main hub until I switched to Twitter. And I don't know about you guys, but I never found the Facebook economy? No. What is it? I'm looking for a word and I don't understand what the word is. Therefore, I cannot use it. Hold on. It's not Facebook Marketplace. That's a very specific thing. Ecosystem. I never quite felt like the Facebook ecosystem was something that I quite understood how it worked. And nowadays, when I try to go back to Facebook, it feels also outdated. Like if anything, it looks better than Twitter. But like, it doesn't work the same as Twitter, and therefore I hate it. It doesn't work the same as Twitter anymore, so I hate it. I am a creature of I want to just do the same thing forever and ever, and I don't want anything to change. And you know, now that I have to change stuff, it's sad. But I've been thinking about opening a Facebook again, just to for my Vtuber content stuff. But Facebook nowadays requires you to essentially dox yourself. It requires you to put your whole ass fucking government name in there. It requires your government name, the name of your dog, the name of your mom, and you know, just in case something happens, they also require a bit of a blood sacrifice that you need to get from a virgin in like the 30th of October, and only in the 30th of October, because you know you got to get that blood, that virgin blood freshly squeezed. And no, store-bought is not fine. We do not endorse store-bought. No store-bought blood here. So, you know, Facebook has gotten less and less accessible for people who would like to keep some type of what's it called? Some type of privacy. And it's the same with Instagram, which, you know, makes sense because Instagram and Facebook are kind of interlocked. They're kind of the same thing. So like, at this point, people don't have any privacy anymore. And that's why I haven't returned to Facebook yet. You know, Twitter does have the privilege and the curse that you can be incredibly anonymous, and that's probably not as much of a good thing as, you know, it should be. But it is what it is. Now I use Facebook as a phone book because I changed the phone numbers a few too many times. I miss it. You know, my Facebook got hacked. You know, to the shock of no one, my Facebook got hacked. And the worst part is that it didn't got hacked by anything in particular, you know? Like it was not had by any, like I'm pretty sure that my account was just sold to somebody in Russia because her name was like Anya something, which is like strange. So like I lost a lot of people that I used to like stalk here and there, you know? I used to peruse on Facebook every once in a while because what I would like to do is I would like to, you know, wait a couple years and then come back and figure out who everybody in my friends list is from Facebook and what they're doing nowadays. And that is how I found out that like the majority of my my elementary school cast is pregnant. Either they made somebody pregnant or they're pregnant themselves. So, you know, that is the beauty of that is the beauty of nature at work, I guess. Man, one of my best friends is getting married soon, and I just want a boyfriend. Like, I just want somebody who would pay attention to me for like 2 seconds every once in a while, you know? Just like, is it so hard? Is it so hard to find somebody who wants to just be artistic with me? You know, what the worst part of, you know, using that kind of app is you never get to find anyone who you would like to connect, you know? Everybody just wants a piece of this ass, and I know this ass is good. This ass is good. Like, can you hear that shit? This ass is good. I've been told it's kind of tight, but no. The problem is that I just want connection. I just want to nerd out. You know what happened to me one of the first times that I used that program is that I tried to connect with a guy whose description said, I love video games. And I was like, okay, Pog. You know what, Pog? I love video games too. Video games are my thing. I love to talk about video games. You know, I kind of want to make that my living. So I love talking about video games, and I reach out to this guy telling him, hey, what kind of video games do you like? I read on your profile that you're into video games, and you know, I'm curious, what are you into? Maybe we can find some common ground here, right? I'm trying to do some probing, some exploration. You know how they send machines into space to like figure out what the planet's compositions are. I was trying to find out what Uranus was composed of. So, you know, because of that, I was like, you know, what are you into? And he tells me, oh, Resident Evil, and I'm like, oh, cool. I am a fan of Resident Evil 2. I like Resident Evil. Well, according to some people on Twitter nowadays, you cannot be a fan of something unless you play the game yourself. You know? Seeing if it's a basic answer or a real gamer answer. That too! You're so right. That too. That too, because that would depending on what it is, that would immediately trigger some alarms, you know? It would immediately trigger some alarms. And that's the thing. I sent... he told me that it was Resident Evil, and I was like, okay, you know what, Puck, I like Resident Evil, and I don't usually play it, but I love watching other people play it. And you know, I thought that we will find like some common ground here, being like, you know what, I like watching people play it, and you like to play Resident Evil, so what do we do here? Well, maybe I can watch you play Resident Evil, right? But obviously I didn't go that far just yet. You know, we were just starting to get to know each other. So when I tell you that no matter how many answers, no matter how many questions I asked, no matter how interested I was, you know, and maybe that was my fault. Maybe I'm at fault. Maybe it was my fault that I just showed too much interest. You know, maybe I was too interested into the guy to like for it to be normal. So no matter how many questions I asked, he refused to elaborate. He refused to be autistic about it. And that's the thing. I find out just now, and by just now, I mean the time that I used that app, that I would like a guy who can be autistic about the games that he likes. Tell me about your special interest, goddammit. Like, I know, listen, according to statistics, a lot of people are neurodivergent, and I know that us gays more than anyone. So, like, where is the interest? Where is the sauce? Where is the spice? Where is the yo no sé quoi that it's supposed to make you interesting? I'm giving you an opportunity to be an autistic bitch. I'm giving you an opportunity to talk. Giving you an opportunity to express yourself. Tell me what you love about this game. Tell me what you love about this game. What is it about this game that you enjoy? What is your favorite character? Like, literally, open up. I don't just want to open up your hole, which I don't, but I want to, you know, have genuine connection. And it makes me so mad and upset that I genuinely tried. I tried, and like I said, maybe I showed a little bit too much interest. Maybe he saw me and thought I was a poser, you know, or you know, as the kids nowadays say, maybe they thought I was a LARPer because maybe I was too insistent with the questions. I don't know. But the point then being, I want so desperately to have a partner, and I can't find any. Then again, though, why would I want a partner anyway when I have you guys? So what have you guys been up to? You guys haven't had me like in a whole week. Are you guys finally like craving your Rin fill? Are you craving your Rin fill? Did you miss me? Be honest here. Did you miss me? Because I miss you guys a lot too. I've been working really hard to get this video done. I am like 5 minutes in, which is a little bit less than half of the video in itself, because you know it's 15 minutes. I'm missing the other 10 minutes. It's a little bit less than half of the full video, so I'm just like really focusing on it, trying to trying to get this video out so that I can feel like I deserve those 1K subscribers on YouTube. Which is, by the way, we reached 1K subscribers on YouTube. How crazy is that, dude? That is like bigger than a stadium, I think. I feel like that is just like maybe a whole stadium, or maybe, you know, half of the stadium. But still, we have 1K subscribers on YouTube, which I am very happy about. But I do not feel like I deserve it because I haven't done any videos yet. It's been 3 months since my last video, and I feel so bad about it. I just wanted to get one out. Phrasing, Rin, phrasing. What do you mean by Phil? Well, I mean, you know, well, what do you want it to mean is the question. What do you want it to mean? Because to me, what that means is just sharing a bonding moment. You know, having my fill of you is, you know, hanging out, having fun. Because I am an extrovert after all. I do thrive of connections with other people, and I thrive from suckling the energy out of introverts. So that's what I mean, personally. But anyway, folks, what are we going to be doing today? What is the purpose of today's stream? Well, for today, we're going to continue working on the HOLOSTARS PokeStars. Particularly, we're going to be drawing Tsukishita Kaoru as a Pokemon. I was gonna say as a HOLOSTARS, but he already is a HOLOSTAR. Oh well, he was a HOLOSTARS. So when we last left off, we drew the members of Mafia, which is Kageyama Shien and Arakami Oga. And of course, we also drew Minase Ryo. And since the last time that we drew all of this, 4 of the HOLOSTAR of the 6 HOLOSTARs that were said to be graduated have already graduated. Puppies, I know, right? They're so cute. Aren't they adorable? I love them so much. But I don't know. I also thought it would be like cute to have like a theme, particularly because Mafia are really close to each other. You know, they're a duo. But the thing is that Mafia didn't used to be a duo. Mafia wasn't just, you know, 2 VTubers in the same generation. No, Mafia used to be a trio. They used to be a trio because they are HOLOSTAR's 3rd generation Trainero. And the thing about Trainero is that, well, Kaoru graduated pretty early on. Kaoru left HOLOSTARS pretty early on into HOLOSTARS' career. I don't remember exactly why. I think it was something to do with like a conflict of interest type of thing, which shocking, I know. So it was a conflict. It was a conflict of interest thing. So he didn't last very long inside of HOLOSTARS. However, as you guys may can see, he made a huge impression on me. I don't know if it's, you know, kind of obvious. I don't know if you guys can tell the inspo, but he made a huge impression on me. I love his design so much, and this is one of those things that I am incredibly jealous of. I was so jealous of this design. You know, I was so fucking jealous of this design. I wanted this. Like, do you see that pink wig? Do you see that wig? I want that wig. You know, mine is longer, but I like that pink wig, and I want it. So, I took a huge amount of inspiration from Kaoru for my 2.0 model. So, you know, I have a lot of deep-seated admiration for this dude, and it was very much a bummer to figure out when he graduated, because, you know, I joined the whole HOLOSTARS bandwagon when Kaoru, like right after I don't remember if it was when Kaoru graduated or was it Kira. I think it might have been Kaoru. But you know, Kaoru was already gone by the time that I joined into the HOLOSTARS 1 bandwagon. So, you know, it was a little late. It was a little late for me to enjoy the full experience of Trainero and how they used to be like. What I do know is that Kaoru used to do like Blade streams. He used to call them Blade ASMR, which is so fucking funny. So, you know, part of me wanted to draw Trainero just like the first post that I would do about the HOLOSTARS boys with Mafia, the third generation. I wanted to include Kaoru, but I was running out of time, and I didn't realize that Shien graduates like at the end of the month. I thought he was graduated at the beginning of the month, but no, I was wrong. He's graduating at the end of the month, and therefore I still had a bunch of time to do Trainero, like the three of them as a whole. So I'm gonna do now. I'm going back and filling a couple gaps. And because of that, we're going to include into this picture Kaoru. Now here's the thing, as you may have noticed, Mafia are all puppies. Kaoru unfortunately cannot be a puppy. Kaoru unfortunately cannot be a puppy because there is no puppy Pokemon that serves this level of cunt. I'm sorry. I am abusing and overusing this soundboard. But there is no Pokemon character, Pokemon dog that can serve you this level of con as much as Serena can. So I thought it would be better for me to just, you know, disregard the whole team of puppies when it comes to the third generation and just do whatever my heart calls, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's not like I am being completely faithful to all of these Pokemon anyway. At the end of the day, I'm more just doing interpretations of the HOLOSTARS boys design into Pokemon. So I thought it would be a good idea. But yeah. Anyway, so that's basically the plan for today. We're going back. We're rewinding back into time and doing some stuff that I was supposed to do, but that I didn't do because of time constraints. So yeah. But anyway, folks, you guys need to tell me what you guys have been up to recently, because I have not seen you in a week. Do you know how much that is for an extrovert? As an extrovert, if I do not talk to my introverts for longer than 2 days, I will die. Genuinely. You guys have no idea how much I actually need interaction with people. I am such an attention whore. I ain't gonna lie. I'm such an attention whore. And I will do anything for you guys to hang out with me in a non-platonic manner. You know, because we do not want what's to say. I do not mean to say that I will be parasocial about it, but I like to know what's going on. You know, I like to know what you guys are up to. Like sometimes you guys are doing interesting stuff. Like some of you may have, I don't know, partners. Although, if we're all being honest here, the chances of any of you having partners over me is kind of low. I feel like, you know, I feel like loneliness attracts each other. So there's a, you know, there's not a non-0% chance, but there's a high chance that if you guys are watching me, you guys are probably as lonely as I am, which is great. You know, we have each other. We have each other. Who needs bitches when we have, you know, internet clowns, you know? You know. Hey Aaron, how you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're having a good day. I haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? How have your YouTube videos been doing? Because I know you told me that you were planning to start YouTube and you were asking me questions about your content. So I'm curious, how's that been up to? Have you gotten any videos out yet? Or have you been working towards it? Which, by the way, this is not me policing you or anything. I know that you probably have other stuff to do other than videos. I'm just asking for the sake of being interested and being connected, you know? Because at the end of the day, there is nothing worse than, you know, going back to that grinder, dude. There is nothing worse about telling somebody about what you're into and then not replying at all. So I'm just trying to give what's to say. I'm trying to give, I'm trying to put out what I want, the energy that I want in the world, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's the night. I'm working on thumbnails for my videos and I didn't post any videos yet. Ooh! Do you have any specific troubles with the thumbnails that you need help with? I mean, if you need help with at all, not to imply that you would need help, but you know. If you want help, I'm here. I am here. Okay, let's do this. I have a feeling that today is probably gonna be a short stream because I have a lot of shit to do. Like I said, I still need to finish that goddamn video. So there's a chance that today's stream might be shorter. I'm good, but thank you. Okay, no worries. There's a good chance that today's stream might be shorter than normal, but that's fine. I think that's fine, y'all. You know, I like to hang out with you and you guys like to hang out with me. But like, what if we just enjoy each other's company? You know, you never know what may happen tomorrow. Can I tell you guys about, okay, I need, like, you know, we were talking about relationships earlier. And by we, I mean me, because you guys know what I mean. Anyway, can I ask you guys for advice? Is that okay? Do you guys mind, you know, answering a couple questions for me? Because I need help. I need help. Because I fear that I may have accidentally appeared as a stalker. I may have accidentally made myself into a stalker. So I need some help to figure out as to whether or not I'm actually a stalker or if I am just being crazy about it. Can you guys help me with that? Because I actually do need the help. So here's the deal, chat. Here's the deal. Yesterday, while I was in the middle of my walk, well, not yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, that was today. Oh, shit. I never had a partner, so I had no idea. Sorry. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem, Chad. We need somebody who has been successful at acquiring a partner. Like, how do you acquire a partner anyway? Do you just like set up a trap and hope for the best? Like, do you do it like Pokemon? Just cover a tree on honey and wait for somebody to bite? Is that what you do? Well, anyway, so let me give you the backstory. There's this Chinese restaurant that is like very close to my home. Is like a couple blocks away, and I would like to say I'm a regular customer. Not really, well, not really regular. What's the difference between regular and frequent? I feel like frequent is more often than regular. And I am not that often. Like, I do have it quite a bit, but only like a couple times per year. I have, in fact, had a girlfriend before. You've had a girlfriend? Tell me about it. I want to know. Tell me about it. What's up? Anyway. You don't have to tell me about it, but I'm just being dramatic for the sake of funniness. So, you know, I have this Chinese restaurant like a couple blocks of my house that I frequent every once in a while. And the thing is, there's quite a few good-looking guys in there. There is quite a few good-looking guys. I love some of those guys. They are a feast for the eyes. Let's put it that way. Some of the guys that work there are a feast for the eyes, and I am, you know, 90% certain that they are part of the family that works in there. You know, I'm 90% certain of it because, you know, I see them often there, and it seems like the restaurant in itself is not like an Americanized restaurant. It seems to be that a genuine Japanese Chinese family settled there and opened a restaurant there. You know, it seems to be genuine cuisine, right? And I think, yeah, last year I went out with some of you guys. Some of you guys who live here in my city, and you know, I had the privilege to meet. Some of you, I met up with some of you guys, and we went to the restaurant together, and we had a fun time, right? We had a fun time. We enjoy each other's company, and the thing is that at that time there were two guys working there who, like I said, are very hot. And one in particular really caught my eye, right? Because he did not speak a lick of Spanish. He did not speak a lick of Spanish at all. Zero. Nada. Cero. No sabo. He completely did not speak Spanish, and the little that he spoke was broken. It was very broken Spanish. And the thing is I have a very particular fondness for that kind of stuff. For some reason, people with broken Spanish, they sound really cute to me, right? And the thing is that this guy is very cute. Both of the guys are very handsome, but one of them is really cute and the other one is, you know, hot. You know, there's a difference between cute and hot. And the cute guy that didn't speak a lick of Spanish, you know, kept smiling at me all the time. You know, maybe because... Maybe, you know, I may have been staring a little bit too much. But, you know, he kept smiling at me. So I think that we're married, right? I think that there's something special between us, right? And so I started speaking to the people that I was with. I started speaking to them in English because even though he doesn't know Spanish, for some reason I did not want to be found out. You know, I did not want to be seen as a creep. And I just didn't want anyone around me who actually knew Spanish to find out what I was up to, right? To find out that I found that these people really cute. And so I started speaking to these people in English. And because of that, I was like, you know what? I find that guy really cute. I really, really do want to ask him out, but I don't know anything about him. So what do I do? What do I do? What do you guys think? Is he cute? Am I crazy? What's going on, right? Like, what is the thesis? And come to find out, after we leave the restaurant, you know, it's the next day. I go to the grocery store, right? Come to find out, I find the guy there, and he's having a little bit of trouble communicating with the shop owner, but eventually he makes his shopping and he leaves, right? I tell my mom about it. I told her, hey, I saw the Chinese guy from the restaurant. I saw him on the buying probably a Coca-Cola. I honestly did not pay attention to what he was buying. I saw him buying something. And my mom tells me, without any hesitation, oh, they speak English. They fucking speak English. She reveals to me that they speak English, and then my face peels off of my body because I then realized that he understood that I was talking about him and that I was calling him cute. If he overheard, he more than likely understood everything that I was saying. And, you know, he had a plan and your mother ruined it. I mean, he still doesn't speak Spanish. He speaks English, but you know, that's not the point. The point then being that you know, my face fell off. My face fucking fell off. I felt such embarrassment because now I know that I am aware of them and they know that I found him cute. And here's the deal, Chad. Here's the deal that Mike made me seem creepy, right? Well, no, hold on. Hold on. Before we get into that, before I incriminate myself more than I have now, when I was going to my first sessions with my dietitian, I went down the road, right, and I accidentally found out where he lives. I accidentally found out where he lives. I know where he lives. And I promise it was an accident because I wasn't looking for it. I just ran into him while he was outside his house waiting for his mom. And, you know, he said hello to me. I said hello back. And, you know, I didn't linger. I did not linger. I did not peruse. I just stayed the course, went to my appointment, right? And because my usual route for my walk, because I go on a walk at night. I like to go on a walk at night. I like to go on a walk to, you know, go down weight, keep myself active, you know. And the thing is that I may or may not have subconsciously, you know, pass around the restaurant where he's supposed to get off the clock in hopes that I may be able to see him. And, you know, he does say hello to me. He does say hello. I never linger around because, you know, I don't want to seem creepy, dude. I don't want to seem creepy. I already seem creepy enough as I am by, you know, going out and, you know, being like a vulture and like circling around the restaurant to see if I can see him or not. But, you know, I never go anywhere past a hello. I never go anywhere past that because I don't feel like I have a license to, you know? I don't feel like I have a license to talk to him more than I already have. And, you know, when he sees me, he does say hello. He does put on a smile. He doesn't seem to be put off by me seeing him every once in a while. But the thing is that I feel like now it's not just him who is aware of my presence. I feel like it's his whole family. Because earlier today, you know, I went to the convenience store to grab some stuff, grab some bread, right? And I promise that it's not just because I wanted to see him. I usually try to do a round around the block just to, you know, introduce more steps into my routine, right? And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna walk by, right? I'm gonna walk by. Hey, the other guy who is the handsome one, and I'm pretty sure that he's either his cousin or his brother. I'm not completely sure. He has really big arms. he has really big arms and really veiny arms, and you know, I may not. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. Let's see, I may or may not have stared a little bit, but you know what? Yeah, just normal stuff that people do nowadays, right? And the thing is that I noticed him looking at me too. And then, you know, I continue walking because I tried to be like subtle about it, right? I continue walking down the block just to pretend that I didn't see him and just continue on my way, right? The thing is, though, is that later I realized that it wasn't just him watching me. It was basically the whole restaurant staff that was on the front. You know? And because of that, I am now very scared to go to that restaurant again. Because I don't know if I am on a watch list or what exactly. Because I promise I wasn't trying to be creepy. I just do not know how to talk to people. I do not know how to talk to people, and it's making me feel weird. Like, I know I'm not breaking any laws or, you know, not being particularly creepy other than just, you know, hoping to catch a glimpse of him, you know? I don't know who's on the right, but I want her. I don't know who's on the right, but I want her to slowly manipulate me, and over time. Well, first of all, hello, Salem. How you doing? Hello, Salem. Hope you're having a good day. But also, this is Tsukishita Kaoru. He is from HOLOSTARS, and he's a man. He is a man. He's a man, and that's okay, because, you know, we love fanboys. We love fanboys up in here. But yeah, I just thought I should let you know. You know, I feel like you're straight with an asterisk. I feel like a lot of people, you know, this is my stand on like attraction, you know, attraction and gender, right? This is my stance to attraction and gender. I feel like people, rather than being attracted to a gender, they are attracted to either masculinity or femininity. You know, that's my thesis. That's my thesis on socials. I think that people are either attracted to masculinity or femininity because the amount of guys that I met who I know they would destroy a femboy is quite substantial. You know, it is quite substantial. So I am convinced that my theory does work, and that if presented with the opportunity, a lot of straight guys will bang a femboy. You know? If I'm working with what I like upstairs and I go downstairs and I see something I'm not suited to, I might as well finish the job. I can call something sexy without wanting to fuck it, even if sometimes I might. Wait, but why do we say it? Hold on. Hold the phone. 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 Hold the line. What do you mean? It. What kind of shit are you fucking... What are you putting your dick into that you have to call it an it? Huh? Huh? But yeah, that is my particular take on attraction. Is I just think people are attracted to femininity or masculinity, not necessarily gender. Because like even I have found the light socket. Did that feel electrifying? I hate you. I hate you. No, I was shocked. I, you know, I hate that you outdid me right there. You outdid me right there. I hate it. Why are you so much better than me in every single way possible, Salem? How dare you? How dare you? I thought we were friends. And yet you do this to me live on stream. Live in my own home, you do this to me. Big peepee energy. I love a big peepee. You know, I don't know what's happening to me today, but I'm feeling very emboldened by the fact by the fact that I have a soundboard now. So like I'm making very unhinged statements. Making very unhinged statements. And with that I take my leave. Don't leave me. But if you're gonna leave, can you please bring me back some tacos? I crave some tacos, please and thank you. Like, you know, you can go get the milk and you can go get your cigarettes, but like when you come back, can you bring me some tacos? Please and thank you. Nah, I'm lurking. I'm working on a thumbnail I'm really confident with right now. Can you share? Can you share? I wanna see. I want to see. I want to witness. I want to witness greatness. No tacos, but I have a pizza. Give me the pizza. Give me the pizza right now. Shove it. Shove it down my throat. I crave some pizza. I crave some pizza. I want some pizza. I mean, it looks good, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I like it, Salem, but what does that say? Lauren and Possum. Okay, you know what? Lauren and Possum. Pog. Pog. You know what? We love it. We love it. Question, what does that even say? Is it like, I was gonna say Italian, but that's not Italian. What would it be? What's the language? What's the language? I forgot. I don't know. Italic? No, that's not the language. What is that language? Does it even start with an I? Romantic? No, it's not romantic. What? What is the language that I'm thinking of? My brain. Is it Latin? Oh, Latin. My brain, Jesus Christ, my brain doesn't work anymore. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that is Latin. Aren't you on a diet or were you just eating healthier? Technically both. Because here's the thing. What my dietitian told me is that what we're trying to do here is to teach me to eat healthier. You know? And so, in technicality, it is a diet because I am being restricted on what I can and cannot eat. However, she says that it's mostly just suggestion. You know, I don't have to adhere to it 100%, but it will be ideal that most of the time I adhere to it. You know? That's the ideal. That I just adhere to it as much as I can. So sometimes I can go off course if I really want to, if I really crave something, and if it sort of meets the nutritional requirements, and I don't go overboard, I can eat something that. Is my internet back? Are we okay? Hello? Are we dead? God damn it. Does the Warlord want me streaming today? Do I just have too much power? Do I just have too much power with the soundboard? Is that it? Is that it? Do I need to unplug it so that my internet so that the stream goes smoothly? Because I'm having a hard time here. Come on. Girl, I just wanted to stream. I just wanted to stream and had fun. Is that such a crime? Is it such a crime to be a girl in the big city? God damn. What was I even talking about, Chad? What do you guys remember before the stream caught off? Because, well, at least in my end, it says that it cut off and then it came back. So what was I even talking about, Chad? If you don't mind me asking. Because I generally do not remember at this point. I am kind of just pissed. I'm kind of just pissed. What was I even talking about? What was I saying? My brain is not working. No, that is just a suggestion. All right, I was talking about my diet. So yeah, she says that it's more of a suggestion rather than like a strict thing. And it would be ideal if I stick to it, but that is no big deal if I break it every once in a while. You know, I'm still losing weight just by being active. Because I have lost to 10. I will have you know. I will have you know. I have lost 22 pounds. We love that. We live that. I have lost 22 pounds. And so I no longer eat as much as I used to. I'll tell you that much. I don't eat that much anymore. I still eat like, you know, what they ask me to. But for the most part, I just don't feel as hungry as I used to just because of the way that my meal plan is set up. So I've been feeling recently good about my body. I've been feeling decently good. I'm still going down weight. I'm still eating basically whatever I want because I wasn't eating that bad to begin with. You see, the problem that I was having before I went with my dietitian is that I was eating the right amount of calories, but one, not moving enough, and two, it was not the type of calories I should be consuming. I was basically just consuming a lot of carb, you know? I was just consuming too much carb. I was a carb eater. And so because I was eating too much carb, I was just going up weight. And I was eating too many carbs for the amount of physical exercise that I was doing. So, you know, when I started doing physical exercise and lower the amount of carbs that I'm eating, I kind of just go down naturally. And that's kind of what's happening. I'm just going down without even thinking about it too much. Which I know it's not relatable content. I know it's not something that many people can relate to. And I know that a lot of people suffer a lot trying to go down weight. But, you know, the thing is I don't eat that much. That's the main thing that a lot of people assume about me. That because I'm big in real life, which, well, I'm not that big anymore. But because I'm big and I used to be bigger, people often used to think that I just ate a lot. And that was not the truth, Helen. That was not the truth. I just didn't move enough. That's the thing that has made the biggest difference in my life right now. Going out for a walk, even if it's just 30 minutes a day, helps a lot. So, that being said, shove that pizza down my throat. Thank you. That being said, you're still not off the hook. I would like some pizza. If you can afford to give me some, I would love some pizza. Which, by the way, I'm surprised that none of you have asked me to drink water today. You guys are not feeding your Tamagotchi properly. You guys are not feeding your Tamagotchi properly. My issue with food and weight is that I am both a stress eater and boredom eaters, and my job is stressful. I can imagine you're working in the military. No, but yeah, absolutely. I'm also a stress eater. I'm exactly the same as you, Sarek. I eat because of stress and I eat because of boredom. But you know what I found that helps me a lot is gelatin. Just having a stash of gelatin. Because the thing is, gelatin is basically like 90% water. So when you're eating gelatin, particularly, you know, the light kind, you know how it's like the normal kind and then there is light, like Coca-Cola Light. If you eat the light kind of gelatin, you're basically just consuming flavored water with barely any sugar. And that does take some space into your stomach, and it fulfills the necessity of your mouth to have something in it. Because that's the thing. Usually when this type of stuff happens is because you want to have something in your mouth. You crave to chew something to be able to help you deal with the stress. You know? That's what happens. That's what it is. And, you know, it sounds a little, but it is what it is. You want to have something in your mouth to be able to release that stress in a way that's healthier. And so my recommendation to you would be just try to have gelatin on hand. You know, obviously don't eat a whole tub. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just have like a couple containers going around, and I feel like that's gonna help you. It has helped me whenever I'm like perusing around the kitchen just trying to grab something. I just grab a gelatin, eat it, and then I feel good. Oh, love that. Jello, you say? Yeah, Jello. Oh, sorry that I am not American, and that is just a brand of gelatin. Oh, you know what this reminds me of, by the way? So speaking of Latin, right? Speaking of Latin, I was talking to Juju like a couple days ago. I was talking to Juju, and we were just co-working. Juju and I were just co-working, and that's the brand's name. Yeah, that's the reason why people call it Jello. It's the same thing. So there's this. About to get it. Am I about to be a nerd again? Fine, I'll be a nerd. So here's the thing. At some point in the history of a brand, if the brand is successful enough, there is a phenomenon that would happen that people start referring to a thing, a product, an app, something, a product by the name of the brand rather than by what it is. You know, regardless of whether or not a cup of gelatin is Jello branded or not, people call it Jello because the most popular brand is Jello. And that's the same thing with, well, it used to be back in the day, Twitter. Twitter, when you call it tweet or I'm tweeting, I'm doing a tweet, let's tweet something, you know? When the word becomes so magnanimous that it just becomes what you refer to the thing, right? It just becomes it just becomes so ubiquitous that you use it for everything. That is what happens, and that's why people call gelatin Jello, because Jello is a brand's name, and it was the most popular name for gelatin. You know? Sorry to be a nerd about it. I know. Which is so sad that, you know, with the whole Twitter thing, Twitter kind of killed its brand recognition, and, you know, it's not no longer viable to say that about Twitter, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a genuine thing that happens. I'm trying to think what other example it could be. Other example it could be. Well, I can think so of some of them in Spanish, but not in English. They literally had the best name ever. I know, right? Tweeting, you know, Twitter. It was a really good name, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. Capitalism, but still. We love that. You know, it's a hard reality of life that that we have to deal with the fact that there is no ethical consumption of capitalism. Because every time that I look at buying something, I feel so bad because maybe it can contribute to something that's unethical, and I just feel bad about it, and I just don't know. No ethical consumption under capitalism. Dude, can I tell you the ordeal that was to get the Stream Deck to my house? It was a lot. It was a lot to get the Stream Deck to my house. Cause the fucking tariffs are out of fucking control. It's been a while since I had something shipped to me from the US. And, you know, for them to ship the Stream Deck into my house, I needed to pay almost the same as the cost of the product. You know, we were able to work around do some workarounds, you know. How many brides and you mean bribes? Do you mean bribes? Because, you know, brides, not many, because, you know, still not married. I would love to, but no. Bribes and favors. Well, I had to have help of one of my friends to be able to get this thing discounted so that I could actually pay for it. Because, you know, the value of a Stream Deck Mini, which is the one that I have, is, you know, retail value is $60, right? That's the retail value. Well, $59.99, but, you know, essentially $60. $60 is the value of that product, right? So for it to be shipped to me, if I had gone with a reputable way of getting this shipped to me, it would have costed the same amount as the product. So the Stream Deck, $60. It would have taken $60 for them to send it to me. And so I had to do some, you know, I had to pull some strings with some friends that live in the United States, so that they could help me get this sent to me, right? And so we got it down to $35, which still isn't great, but it is less than $60, so I could pay it. But Mary, I have never had to pay for shipping for something that is double the price of the product. I think the only time that I paid like such high shipping was when, you know, when I wanted my Shinra Inui, and, you know, my Shinra Inui got deported anyways. My Shinra Inui got arrested at customs, and he got returned straight back to Japan. And I never got them. I never saw the money from that, and I'm still very sad about it. My Shinra Inui. I'm still very sad about my Shinra Inui. Ooh. So yeah, it was just kind of a shock to need to pay that much to have something that I basically have gifted to me. I needed to pay the same price of the product. It is insane, dude. It's insane. I am not a fan of what's currently going on. I'm also not a fan of this drawing right now, but it's probably gonna get better later. Probably. We hope. We only hope that it gets better. But anyway, so that was a little bit... It wasn't that interesting of a story, but I just wanted to talk about it because I find it so insane. No wonder things are not being shipped to the Mexico anymore. Like I was wondering what I could, because I look for brands every once in a while. Like, you know, I love to pretend that I'm not poor, and I love to flirt with the idea of spending money, and I tend to window shop a lot. And I was looking at some brands in the US, and, you know, toying with the idea of maybe buying a makeup palette from somebody in the US, from an independent brand. And every time I checked, I noticed that they don't ship to Mexico. And because I noticed that, I was like, okay, wait, let's check Elgato. Does Elgato ship to Mexico? No, they don't. I'm sure they did at some point in time, but not anymore. And so now I know why, because it's fucking expensive to send shit over the border. Stop, dog. Hi, Ryoken. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you have a good day. Once again, I only have a couple sound effects, honestly. I don't really have that many, but I'm using and abusing it, because, you know, it was a pain in the ass to get this here, so. Sorry, I'm like I got lost in the ways of life. Don't worry about it. I was talking about my accidental my incidental, for the lack of a better word, stalking. My incidental stalking, and I was talking about how much of a pain in the ass it was to get this fucking Stream Deck sent to me. So yeah. Oh, so the TLDR of the story that I was talking about earlier is I'm very fond of this very cute Chinese man that works at the Chinese restaurant a couple blocks away from my house. And because I'm very fond of him, sometimes I just, you know, do a walk around the block to see if he's working, and, you know, if I am lucky, say hello to him. And the thing is that one time I was talking around him on English, saying how cute he was, and, you know, I didn't know he did understand English, because he doesn't understand a lick of Spanish, but he knows English. And now I'm sitting here being like, maybe I'm a creepy guy. Maybe I am the thing that people warn you about, because I just like to do a walk around the block and see if he's working, you know. maybe I like to do a walk around the block and see what's up with him, and because of that, I just, you know, I'm waiting for my love story. That's the thing. I don't know how this face works. I need to redo this face. That's the thing. That's the thing. I need to redo this face because this face is not working. Oh, come on. It's not that creepy. Have you never had a crush on a person? Why are you guys acting like you've never had a crush on a person? You know? Listen, if this was cool, you guys wouldn't be mad about it. If you haven't been banned and he doesn't avoid you, I mean, here's the thing. I don't feel like I do it enough for them to for him to consider me a threat. I feel like that is like a clarification that I should have done earlier. I don't do it enough for him to consider me a threat, but I know that he's aware of me. Like I said, he says hello to me every time that I walk by, you know? So like, he's aware of my presence. He knows who I am. I'm just not very sure how to approach him more, you know? That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm trying to get at. I'm not sure how to approach him more. Because I do want to, you know, maybe ask him out on a date. But like, I just don't know how. I may be an extrovert, but I'm also socially awkward, so, you know. Because like, again, you know, I know that I don't have any grounds or rights to say that I am being work appropriate by the fact that I walk around sometimes and want to catch a glimpse of him, but like, you know, I am just a customer. I don't really have any like common ground to talk to him. To be honest, make sure he swings that way. Oh shit. Nothing. Make sure he swings that way. Because it could get real awkward. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's a bad thing if you get hit on by a guy or a girl. So long as when you do get hit on, you just tell them, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? I am into pussy or dick or whatever you're into, whatever the kids are now into, whatever the youth of today is into. I feel like it's okay. For the most part. So like, I don't mind if he rejects me, but the thing is, I don't know how to bridge the gap. You know, that's the main thing. I do not know how to bridge the gap from just being a neighbor / customer that, you know, he knows about and he's aware of, to acquaintance, to friend, and if God will it, potentially boyfriend, you know? Like, I do not know how to think that far. I feel like that's my problem. So like, I'm sitting here in my stream telling you guys about something that could potentially get me behind bars. And the thing is, and the thing that you probably weren't here for, Eric, I mean, Ryoken, apologies, is that I accidentally found out where he lives, and you know, I think he it sounds worse than it is. I just ran into him while he was going out of his house. Listen, I just ran into him. I promise I just ran into him. I just ran into him. I did not stalk him. I did not follow him back to his house. I was just in the way of I was en route to my appointment with my dietitian, and you know, I just happened to run into him right as he was walking outside of his house. And here's the deal. He initiated contact. I was not planning to say anything to him. He said hello to me, and I was like, hello. And that's it. You know? But he's the one who told me hello. He said hello to me. He said hi. He loves me now. I don't know. Maybe he's... Who knows? But... Come on. I'm not creepy. You guys are just being mean. Don't be mean. It was an accident, I promise. Which, by the way... Hi, Jerry! How you doing, sweetheart? Like, I'm so sorry. I'm very excited with my soundboard. You know, I'm very excited with my soundboard. I am weaponizing the fuck out of this thing. So, but how you doing, Jerry? How was your stream? Because I know you were doing some Gunpla stuff. How did it go? So that's what it is. Okay, let me give you the whole. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the stream deck. No, you're talking about the stream deck. Never mind. Apologies. He basically invited you home already. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Who knows? Maybe he did. Did he? You know what? Should I just work up the courage and ask him if he wants to have a date? I know I don't know him, but I want to get to know him. That's what dates are for, no? Do you guys think that I should just work up the courage, or should I just continue to be in the shadows forever? Because, like, what's the worst that can happen? That I get banned from it? The worst that can happen is that I just get banned from the restaurant. Who's this person who's talking about? Okay. The worst he can say is, ew. Girl, I got told worse. It's fine. Okay, so let me give you the context here, you. So, there is this Chinese restaurant a couple blocks away from my house that I frequent to. I'm a frequent customer. I go there a couple times a year. And the thing is that there is this really cute Chinese guy who barely speaks a lick of Spanish. And I find him very endearing. I think he's very cute. And I once was talking in English around him. You know, I was talking to a couple friends, letting them know that I found him really cute while he was, you know, around us. And I spoke on English because I didn't expect anyone to know English but us. English is not very common, where, particularly in the space that I am of the city, and there is not a lot of people that speak English. So I spoke on English, and I was saying out loud how much I found him to be cute. Then come to find out, he actually speaks English, and he knows, you know, he knows that I speak it. He knows that I call him cute. And ever since then, every time that I walk by, he says hello to me. You know? And I may or may not intentionally walk by so that he says hello to me. You know? Now, I do not know if this is him being cordial, if this is me just being delusional, or if he, you know, or if he's open to the idea. I do not know. I do not know. Do your data pick up on him? No, because I did not pick up on it because I don't see him in any other fashion other than working. And, you know, he has a little bit of straight boy fashion. However, you know, he is very cute. I just find him very endearing. There is something about the way that his broken Spanish is that captivates me a little bit. So, you know, I just find him very cute. That's the point. That's the point. I find him very cute. And I think it would be cute and nice if we could hang out at least. And, you know, I just been wondering whether or not I should maybe just be direct about it. Is the food there any good? It's amazing. I love the food. I love the food, especially the spring rolls. The spring rolls. The spring rolls also are good. What's that supposed to mean, Juju? It's okay. You can say that maybe you think it's a bad idea. Because it probably is a bad idea. What if he mistakenly takes Spanish lessons to try to impress you? Okay, now we're just doing a fanfic. Now we're just doing a fanfic, dude. Come on. I know I'm being delusional, but let's stick to reality here. Let's be real for a moment. He more than likely, you know, you have to remember that despite what Twitter and social media may lead you to believe, you have to remember that being gay is not common. 90% of the population is still straight, you know? So you have to keep that in mind. So there's a very likely chance that this dude is not even into guys to begin with. And second, even if he was into guys, he could just not be into me. He could just be being nice, you know? He could just be being nice. Hear me out. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. What's up? Okay, I have severely fucked up with this eye. And I need to fix it right now. I'm afraid. You just stop commenting on it. I think she thinks I'm crazy now. What if I go... Okay, I'm gonna check Discord. And maybe she blocked me. Oh. She hasn't yet. Okay, that's good. But yeah, anyway, Kaoru. sorry for talking about that, by the way. I just thought it would be like a good subject to talk about. Just because I thought about it. I think the worst part is I thought about it earlier in this morning when I went to the convenience store and I walked by the restaurant. I thought about it. I wonder if my message went through. I did see that you say that you didn't block. All I saw though prior to that is you sending an X. Just saying like a face with an X, like, you know, you don't want to tell me anything because you don't want to break my heart or something. But yeah. I just want to have a love life. That's what I want for myself. Oh, this is gonna be weird. This is gonna be weird. Serena technically does have a wig. I don't know enough about the situation, but it sounds really sweet. Well, the creepy part comes with the fact that I just found out where he lives by accident. Listen, I say it with comedic effect, you know. I've been scared to over invest into my crush if a girl turns out to be straight. That's what I worry about, you. It's okay though. Like, listen, genuinely, the worst thing that can happen is I just get banned from that store. You know? The worst thing that can happen. What soundbite is that? This one? Damn, Juju, you're so innocent. This is the grind. This is the grinder notification. you do know what grinder is, right? Please don't tell me that I have to explain grinder to you. Because if so, I'm gonna be very depressed. I'm very sad. I like the story. I think it's good. It's good that you guys can kind of each other. It's not that innocent. It's just that I'm not a gay man. You know, you just have to unlock your inner gay man. Which is pretty bad since the food is great. I mean, yeah, but listen, they could ban me, but not my family. You know? Even if they ban me, my family could still go. And if they can still go, I can still enjoy the food. You know, they just bring takeout. Man. I hate to be this socially awkward, by the way. It's a good story. Now give us the next chapter. We need more. Listen, if all goes well, I get a boyfriend. Or at least a friend who can teach me how to speak Chinese. Because, fun fact. Oh, God. You guys are going to tell me to do this, and I won't because I think Chinese is a whole different base. But they do have an advertisement outside of the restaurant where they say that they can teach you Cantonese, Chinese Cantonese, you know? So, I guess if I were to want this to be a rom-com, which I don't, you know, which I don't think life is that easy, but I guess is the restaurant boy Kanto. I don't know exactly what where from China he's from, but I know that I know that that's what the restaurant says. That the restaurant is Cantonese food, and so is the advertisement outside. Can you make the sounds he makes? No, I can't. What makes you think that I could? And he speaks to me in Spanish, you know? Like, he tries to speak to me in Spanish. I've heard him speak Chinese before, but I cannot replicate the sound. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Hold on, let me listen to Cantonese Chinese. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're just straight up doing fanfiction at this point. Hold on. Hold on. Let me listen to this. 1 second. No, it is Cantonese. I just listened to like a video that talking about the differences. It is Cantonese. It is Cantonese. It would be really cool to learn Chinese. I mean, Chinese is like another language, another whole internet. True, but I think that the more common one is Mandarin. So in technicality, that would be. It wouldn't be that helpful to me to learn Chinese, to learn Cantonese Chinese. So, I mean, I love to learn a new language. I can tell you that much for it. I love to learn a new language. I love to learn. I love to learn. That's one of the things that made me a really good student is I love to learn. I just hate doing homework, but I love to learn. Man. But genuinely, let's just be realistic, chat. Let's be realistic for a moment. Let's come back down to earth. There is a high chance that he is straight. And there is an even worse chance that his family is conservative. Just because, you know, it's a Chinese family. And usually Asian families are not very open to that kind of stuff. So, there's a huge chance that he might be conservative, but you know? Again, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is that it might be sad for a couple weeks and then that's it. You know? Your BGM sets the mood for it. Oh, for fanfiction? Yeah. Listen, that's just kind of what happens in my life. My whole life is a fucking fanfiction. I think that's the best way to put it. My life is a fanfiction. Because sometimes things happen to me that wouldn't happen to anyone other than a fanfiction character. But technically speaking, yeah, he's likely to be. I told you so. Like I said, there is a huge chance that one, he might not be in. You know, we're making a lot of assumptions here. The assumption number one is that his family is not conservative. And assumption number two is that he himself is gay. And assumption number three is that he will be into me. Because you guys gotta remember that I'm also, among the gay community, I am also not the flavor of gay. You know, I'm not usually the presentation of gay that a lot of people enjoy. I'm more of a, among the Fruity Pebbles, I am the, like the frosted one, you know? I'm on the Fruity Pebbles, I am the frosted one. The one that is a lot more sugary. The one that not a lot of people like to have in their cereal because a little bit too much sugar. That's what I am. I am incredibly gay. I'm also incredibly feminine. And so, my gender presentation and who I am as a person is not the flavor of gay that a lot of people enjoy in life, you know? So, like I said, could be nothing. Even if he was, there is a high chance that he might not be into me. So, who knows? But if he is, as Thurixo says, if he is, then, you know, I may have new stories to tell you. But that is even implying that I even work up the courage to ask him out. Anyway, how do you guys feel like this is coming out? I feel like this is probably the least adaptive I've been when it comes to the Pokemon designs, like translating a HOLOSTARS boy into a Pokemon design. Because like, I guess I could give him the jacket. Chat, do I give him the jacket? To be honest, to be fair, plenty of guys have started to be famous lately. Here's the thing. I saw a post on Twitter once upon a time that it was that the attractiveness of femboys is the fact that they clearly have a masculine build that can be transformed into a feminine build. And that's not me, baby. That's not me, baby. That's not me. Because me, I am full femme, bitch. I am full femme. If I try really hard, if I try, I don't even have to try that hard to look like a woman. I will be an overweight woman, but I will be a woman nonetheless. So like, even among femboys, I'm not that much. But you know, he's more Pokemon than man right now. Then yeah, I'm gonna give him the jacket then. Let me just finish the hair, and I'll give him the jacket. Oh fuck. Yeah, because the jacket seems to be able. It seems like it will be able to push it into the. It will be able to push it more into the territory of being like an adaptation of Kaoru's design. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Let me just accommodate this here. There you go. That looks decent. There. Why don't you like? when do you like to other? What? Hold on, my brain. Why don't you like to other people? I mean, I wish I had like even 10% of the happens and goodbyes that you give up. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. I know this about myself, and this is not a negative about me. In fact, I consider it a positive. My level of honesty and realness and what's there to say it? Nonchalantness that I carry myself with is not something that a lot of people are appreciative with, you know? Particularly, a lot of people don't appreciate my personality because not only am I very loud, and not only am I very gay, but also I am very honest. To a fault, even. I am a person who leads with honesty. And people don't like to listen to honesty. And, you know, because I have that strong personality, plus I am very honest, I just don't get along with people that much. You know? I don't get along with people. And I don't think that's something I personally need to change. Me personally. Because I feel like that is just the way that the cookie crumbles. I don't think I need to change who I am just to get friends, because I have friends. I have really good quality friends. I think that my friends are awesome. You know? But it's just I have too much of a strong personality. I guess that's the way that you could say it. My personality is too strong. My personality is great for being an internet personality, but it's not that much for getting along with people. I can tell you that I made my fair share of people who don't like me. So, and once again, this is not me being depressed of anything. That's just what I am and who I am, and that's fine. I actually don't care that much personally. I like to believe that the people that are worth being with will be with me despite everything. You know? Besides, I'm just too much pussy. This is too much pussy to handle for people, you know? My awesomeness and greatness and my overall 5 is too great for people to handle, you know? Only a certain select people can handle it. Exactly, que se quedan solos reales. That's right. Only my friends who truly want to be my friends are the ones who stay. And the ones who don't, well, you know, we had a good time. We had a good time. Okay, now I can do the jacket. You know what it is? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to reduce the bangs, like the little bang roll that it has. I think I'm going to not do it because I think that that's what's giving it the vibe of like, this is Serena in a cosplay. Like, this is not Serena trying to... This is not an adaptation of the design, it's just straight up Serena. So I think if I do this instead of the way that I was doing it before, it would read better. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I almost got it. I almost got it. Okay, we have this. And then we do the other side. And there we go. I think that's gonna help. And this is gonna help a little bit. This is gonna help a little to make it feel a bit closer to Kaoru. Back pedals? Turn the huge back pedals into the jacket? No, that's just silly. Do you mean the hair? Is that what you're talking about? I'd rather be among people who like me for real than be with fakers who just pretend to like me for whatever reason. Yeah, that's essentially what I did. Because here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you that much about this because I don't think that my personal life is that interesting. But I have been around people who keep to themselves until the last second. I think I've been around people who they just do not tell me what is wrong so I may fix it. And what that ends up happening is that I just keep being myself. I just keep being authentic. I just keep being me. I keep infringing on what's making them uncomfortable because, you know, I don't even know that there's a discomfort to begin with. And because of that, it just tends to explode, you know? People who keep to themselves too much about what they dislike about me, they just, you know, again, they keep it to themselves, and it ends up happening that people just don't. They end up hating me just because they don't want to tell me what I did wrong, you know? And so because of that, it's just, again, I'd rather be with people who are real and honest with me rather than people who want to please me at every second of at every step of the way, because that just doesn't end up doing a strong relationship, you know? That is just not a strong relationship. That is just a relationship based on, I don't want to say a lie, but it's a relationship based on, like, it's not true. That relationship is just not true, you know? And because it's not true, how the fuck does this work? Oh, I see. And because it's not, and because it's not a true relationship, I just don't connect with the person as much as I should. Is that trauma dumpy? Sorry, I hope I didn't trauma dump too much. I'm sorry about that. I do not mean to trauma dump. I'm just talking about my life, you know, which I guess my life is trauma dumpy. Hold on. We're almost done, Chad. We're almost done with the sketch. And then the other one is over here. There you go. Again, I am very jealous of this fucking design, dude. I'm very jealous of this design. I actually really like this design. Nah, it's okay. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, almost there. Almost there. We're almost there. I guess I can just cover the whole hand. It's not like you can see his hand that much anyway. So, that's fine. And now we just do a couple of eraser. We erase a couple stuff. I guess I can just make it so the jacket it's also over the flower petal things, I suppose. Okay, now we delete some stuff. I know it looks like a mess right now, but you'll see the vision in a moment. You'll see the vision. Just trust me, Chad. Just trust me. I know that you guys see me do crazy stuff all the time with these designs, but just trust me. Meow meow. Meow meow. Almost there. Almost there. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Just doing some cleanup. Just doing some cleanup. And there. There you go. I think adding the jacket did make it feel closer to what the design is meant to be. I think added the jacket did work. A bit of its magic. Anda va. Okay. Más tarde. Yeah, adding the jacket worked. I think adding the jacket worked. You guys are so right. How do you guys feel? Does it feel more like him? I think it feels more like him. Maybe I should make the hair shorter. You guys think should I make the hair shorter to match the actual length of his hair? Oh fuck. Oh. Ah. My leg. Ah, my leg. Ah! It's cramping. Ah! Help! Oh bitch, that hurts. Ah! Ah! Oh, motherfucker, that hurts. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Bitch. Somebody please knock me out. This hurts so bad. This hurts. Oh. Oh, it's going down. Ooh. 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 Okay. I think it's bad. I think it's done now. It's done. Good. Oh god. Why is my leg cramping? It's not like I have been. Well, I guess I've been like in a weird sitting position. I'm helping. Thank you for your assistance, Zarek. I appreciate your assistance. You were my emotional support. I think that's why. That was what your role was in the story. Welcome to the Unk age, brother. I hate you so much. I am not an Unk. I am not an Unk. How dare you? How dare you? I'm not an Unk. I'm only 27. Not 27, sorry. I'm only 26. Which I realize that that next year I will be 26 and then I will be, 2 years away from being an actual Unk, but it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. Why do you worry about it? I think that we should ask that question. Why are you worried about it? I'm not worried about it. You're worried about it. You're worried about the fact that I am an unk when I am not an unk. I am just a Renan. I just exist. To be fair though, I don't think I wonder if I'm ever gonna be an uncle. I feel like I could be a better uncle than I could be a better father, you know? I feel like I would be a worse father than I would be an uncle. Because you see, I think that I can be a fun uncle, but I will probably, if I was to be a parent, there is a non-zero chance that I may leave my child at the mall. Like if we go to the mall, that child may get left to the mall. So, you know, I would like to not have Child Protective Services called on me, so I don't want to. I don't want to have a child for that reason. Just be the funkle. No, I'm the gunkle. I'm the gunkle because I'm gay. You know? Oh shit. Run thing. I'm the gunkle. Okay, how do we feel about that? Do we like it like this or... Okay, let me just... Do we like it longer, like it originally was? Or do we like it shorter? I feel like making it shorter makes it feel closer to the inspo, I suppose. But now it doesn't feel like Serena. now that's a problem that I'm running with. Now it doesn't feel like Serena anymore. Shorter? Okay, let's put it Chad. Type 1 in the chat if you want it shorter. Type 2 in the chat if you like it long. I couldn't resist myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm overusing this thing. I think people are gonna get annoyed at me. Hey Jerry, are you still in the chat, by the way? Jerry, are you still alive? Jerry. I'm asking you because do you see what I sent you? Because I do need an answer on that. I do need an answer of what I sent you. Because that's what I'm gonna be working on after I end stream. Oof, now I have a dilemma here. I like it a lot. Okay, then. No changes, then? We keep it like that? Coolio. Oh, it feels good to finish work. Alright, then. Do we have time still? I guess we have time for line art. I guess I can just perfect this. We have a bit of time for line art. And then after line art, I'll just do the colors and I'll be done. But yeah, Chad, we're just working on a secret project together. So if you guys want to know what that secret project is, maybe you should subscribe to Jerry. Which, again, by the way, congratulations to us for reaching 1K subscribers. That still feels crazy, though. That still feels crazy, though. You know, do you guys have any congrats on 1K? It's deserved. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. But I want to ask a question, y'all. I know that you guys want me to, you know, wax my legs for the 100K special. But like, do you guys want anything else? Any another idea that you may have that you may want to do aside from waxing my legs? Is there anything else you would like that you would enjoy? Because like I can see about doing it if it doesn't cost too much money. The original idea was that for 1K I was gonna release merch, but then, you know, I lost my job, so that's no longer feasible. But you know, if you have any ideas of what you would like as a 1K special, 2026 Pokemon tournament. I mean, okay, here's the thing. The Vtuber monotype tournament is different than a normal tournament because that is a content creator tournament. So you guys wouldn't be able to participate in the Vtuber monotype tournament. What I can do is make a different tournament for you if you would like. Would you guys be down for a tournament? Like a tournament for you guys, the viewers? Because I'd be down. I'd be down to set it up. I think it would be cool. Because the main thing about the Vtuber monotype tournament is that, well, first of all, it's Vtubers. That's the one thing. And the second part is that it was mostly just people I knew, just because I wanted my first tournament to be a success. I think for the 2026 tournament, I'm gonna make it like an open casting call. You know, I'm gonna make it an open casting call and just hope that, you know, people sign up to be in the 2026 Vtuber tournament. Technically, Centroya does follow me on Twitter. Maybe I could ask her. Maybe I could get really bold and ask Centroya if she wants to be part of my tournament. Probably not, but still. Not gonna lie, suck at battling. I mean, that doesn't matter. It's for fun. Another question is, who has the mean to play it? I know I don't have the game. Oh, no. My tournaments are set up in Pokemon Showdown. Pokemon Showdown is a battle emulator that you can just access via your preferred search engine. You know, open up Google. It's a web emulator, so you can use it. You can use it without playing the game per se. You know, I think that is a lot more accessible than owning one of the games, because well, first of all, I don't own any Pokemon games anymore, and second, I just think it's more inclusive to do it that way. You know what I mean? So if I were to do a Pokemon tournament, regardless of what it would be, I would do it through Pokemon Showdown. Let's play in Champions. Doesn't Champions require a fuck ton of time commitment? Because at least that's what I know from Champions. That Champions requires a fuck ton of time commitment to be able to even get to battling in the first place. So like, I'm not sure about that one, boss. I'm not sure about that one. Not completely sure about that one. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy and paste this, because who's got the time to do this all by themselves? Not me. I can tell you that much. There you go. And also, I think that Showdown is a lot more enjoyable because Showdown allows you to do things that normal Pokemon wouldn't. For example, a lot of builds are illegal because let's say that a Pokemon at some point in time could learn a particular move, and that move could help you win the tournament. But guess what? If you're doing a tournament with the most current generation, well, you can use that move, you know? And maybe somebody doesn't have the current generation. And that would make a problem, because then if you don't have the current generation, the teams that you can use are different than the ones that people who do have the current generation do. So I just think Pokemon Showdown is better for that in general. I'm gonna make this longer. Because, like, it's a Pokemon. It must be exaggerated. You know what I want? I want a croissant. Y'all. Oh! I have big news to tell you. Y'all. There is big news. There is big news to tell you. I finally ate egg for the first time. For the first time in 20 years, I ate egg. And if you guys didn't know, I am allergic to egg. And so I avoided it for the last 20 years. And my dietitian recommended that I try eating the egg whites from the egg instead of just eating the complete egg. And so I ate the egg whites, and it did nothing to me. So I can enjoy, quote unquote, enjoy the lifestyle that most people have when they eat eggs in the morning. Because I can eat eggs now. But now the problem is I don't like eggs. I tried the eggs and I was so excited to finally be able to partake into what normal people partake into. But I just didn't like the taste. And I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Because, like, you know, it could have been a beautiful moment where I regain what was once lost, which was my ability to eat egg. But it turns out I won't eat them anyway because eggs taste disgusting. They taste like sulfur. They taste absolutely hideous. And I do not know why you people like it. I'm gonna be so real. I do not understand why people like egg. Can you guys tell me why you like egg? If you're an egg eater, if you eat eggs, if you consume eggs, regardless of which kind they are, why? Why? Why are eggs part of your diet? And give me a good reason as for why that should be part of my diet, because I just do not enjoy the taste at all. It just tasted so... It tasted like a fart, genuinely. It did not feel or taste good. Because it goes well with plenty of stuff. Well, the plenty of stuff that it goes well with also tastes great by itself. So that is not a good argument. What is that thing that would not taste good if it didn't have egg? And I am not talking about something that eggs are integral then eggs are integral to, like baking. I'm talking about something where the egg is eaten as part of the meal, but it's not like incorporated into it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about meals where you can still taste the egg. Because I have yet to find anything that genuinely feels like the egg is needed with. Meow meow. Also, like I said, I do need suggestions for the sound box, because I want to do more than just the three sound effects that I've done today. Okay, almost done, Chad. Almost done. Hang in there. Don't fall asleep yet. I know that you think that my voice is completely soothing, but like, don't fall asleep yet. Not yet. We're almost there. Te seré sincero, Baki, el huevo suele ser acompañamiento más que plato principal, como una excusa para comer más proteína. Then just eat meat. If it's just an excuse to eat protein, then just eat meat. If you're gonna need protein, just eat meat. That's it. You don't need more than that. Just eat meat. I don't like meat. Uh-huh. You don't like meat, do you? Well, I don't like meat either. I don't like meat either. Ironic, I know. I don't like meat. I like meat, but I don't like meat. There's like some meats that I do eat. But usually, if I can choose between eating meat or not eating meat, I probably won't eat it. But I get my protein from cheeses. I get my protein from cheeses. And from what I heard, if you combine beans with maize, tortillas in particular, if you combine it, you get like a really good natural protein. And that's what people do who are vegetarian or vegan. Yeah, I get most of my proteins from cheese. Just cheeses. Because I love cheese. Cheese is so good. I am a fan of cheese. Not that kind of meat either. See what I mean though? Statistically, it is impossible that everybody likes steak. Hold on, the mosquitoes are eating me alive, and I would not like to be eat out like that. I need to put some repellent on. There you go. My leg is now covered in repellent. I know my leg is so enticing and wonderful and beautiful, but like I would like to keep it, you know. I would like to keep my leg, so I need to put repellent on. You know, Chad, do you want to know something sad about me? You guys want to know something sad? I am such an empath, which I know it sounds horrible, but I am so empathetic about stuff, life in general, that I have a hard time committing violence into anything that's alive. I have a hard time killing any bugs, animals, plants. I have a hard time. I feel so bad. A couple days ago, there was a beetle that made it into my room, and the beetle kept trying to climb into my PC for whatever fucking reason. And so I had to grab it with a tissue, and I may have accidentally grabbed too hard. I may have firmly grasped that beetle a little bit too hard, and I accidentally killed it. And I think I cried for about an hour because I felt so bad that I accidentally committed murder, you know. And I just don't like harming things, you know. I do not like harming things, even with something like a roach. I don't kill roaches. I don't kill roaches. If they are not in my vicinity and they are not like on top of my food, you know, if they're just walking around and they're not like on top of the places that we eat food with, you know, I do not like killing them. I just leave them be. And so the only living thing that I do not feel like that with, the only thing alive that I do not feel bad for putting it out of its misery are mosquitoes. Whatever murderous rage that I may feel disappears with mosquitoes. Like, it disenhances with mosquitoes. Because mosquitoes are the bane of the earth. They should not exist. They should have fucking died a long time ago. But they still exist. And I do not feel any bad about it. I do not feel any bad about killing mosquitoes. In fact, I take a certain relish off of it. I fucked up like that plenty of times. I know, right? Like, I was trying... Oh, I still remember. Holy shit, I still remember. One time, I was trying to get a bee out of my house. Because it's not that I am scared of bees, but I do have dogs, and you know, I do not want them to get stung by a bee. And I was trying to get a bee out of my house, and I accidentally squashed it with the container that I was supposed to get it out with. I feel so bad. And the worst part is this, I think it was a queen bee. I think it was a queen bee who was just, just starting her journey as a monarch. And I killed her. I ended her journey way too early. Like, imagine being responsible for ending a line of animals. Just like that. Huh. So yeah. Oh, my mother has this thing that she's like very concerned. She's not. She doesn't hate butterflies, but she's very superstitious. She's very superstitious, and she does not like having black butterflies inside of the home because apparently that brings misfortune. And I mean, I guess I do agree with that. It is kind of an ominous sign to see a black butterfly, and they're not even butterflies. They're more like black moths, but still. And every time that a black moth enters my home, I have to get out of my house because my mother would beat the shit out of it with a broom. My mother would beat the shit out of the moth with a broom. And I just cannot be around to witness that. I just can't. I can't be around for that. I cannot be around to see that massacre. So every time that happens, I just get outside, walk around the block and then come back when the moth is gone. Because my God, I've seen the shit that she does to those moths. It's fucking brutal. It's brutal out here. And that's fair. It is a religious belief after all, but at the same time I'm like, oh hell no. Oh no. I couldn't do that. I used a shoebox for those moths. And do you keep it alive or do you like shake it until it dies? Now that's a real question. Do you keep it alive or do you shake it until it dies? I have like the special container that I like to call my Pokeball that I used to capture boss and free them outside. Do you guys think that in the Pokemon world it is common for Pokemon to invade people's homes? I feel like that's probably common, right? There's probably a particular Pokemon that's just a pest. What the fuck? No, I freed him. Okay, thank God. You're not like my mom. You're not like my mother. I'm losing brain cells, by the way. I would like to let you guys know. I'm losing brain cells. My concentration is kinda dying a little bit, but we're almost. Is it really an invasion if it's the size of a dog? I would like to hear you say that when you go to Australia, and I would like to hear you say that when you go to Australia and you see a spider the size of a chihuahua. I would like to hear you say that. Is it really an innovation if it's the size of a dog that's breaking and entering? Are you telling me that on the place that you live, you have a dog that's breaking and entering? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Because that would be so cute. That would be one of the cutest things that I've ever heard. Have you given it a name yet? Does it have a name? I need to know. Okay, hold on. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make this larger. Just so that it doesn't interrupt with so that it breaks silhouette a little bit. Oh, bitch. I hate it when a line doesn't turn out the first time that I do it. This is an artist thing, by the way. It's an artist thing. My God, I swear to God, if I feel another mosquito in my legs, I'm going to chop them off. I swear to God. I'm going to chop my legs off. I will take my legs off of my body if I fear another mosquito on it. Oh. Hold on, Chad. I'm concentrating. Give me 1 second. For some reason, these curves are really beating my ass right now. So, I want to get them looking decent. Bitch. Got any max repels? No, I don't have any. Is there a wait? Is there a Pokemon based on a mosquito? Now that I think about it, is there an actual Pokemon based on a mosquito? Oh, Boswell! I forgot. Boswell is a mosquito. Oh. Yeah, there is one. There is one, and he's fucking. He might be kinda hot. There is one, but he's a hear me out. The big thing to remember about big spiders is that they're so heavy that they fall from a few feet and break their legs. What? Wait, what? So like big spiders can break their legs if they fall from a big place? Die, you bitch! Die, bitch! Perish! I have absolutely soaked the shit out of it with that repellent. Oh. Evil has been defeated today, Chad. Evil has been defeated. I waterboarded the fuck out of that fucking with the repellent. I'll catch up in a moment. Give me 1 second. Okay, that looks cute. I mean, it doesn't look cute. It looks okay. That looks okay. Okay, let me catch up. There's an episode where Ash and Go visit a crab farm and try to get rid of Diglett that are consuming the crabs. Oh, because moles do like to consume crabs. Tarantulas can't jump. They weigh too much and they take the fall. Ooh. Wait, they can't jump, so how do they get to place from place? Don't tarantulas live in trees? How do they get to place from place? Do they just walk? Do they just walk? Do they take an Uber? Is that what tarantulas do? If they live in LA, they take an Uber. Okay. Almost there. Just hold my hand, chat. We'll make it through this. We'll make it through this. We're going through the boring part of doing art, which is the line art. We can do this together. Just hold my hand. We'll be fine. I know. You're probably losing concentration just as much as I am. But just keep being with me, okay? We'll get through this. We'll get through this. Oh, so close. So close. All right. We got the outline of the hair done. We just need to do the inside of the hair. We'll start from here and then we'll work all the way to the outward side of it. God damn it. Can we please make a line that lays for a fucking second? Can I not serve cunt in peace? Okay, we have this. And then we do this. I think I am gonna put it on top. I think it covers less now. And then, boom. We delete a little bit of it. Oh, it looks very boxy. What happened? It's supposed to look curvy, but it looks boxy right now. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a neighbor which is a jumping spider. One of my neighbors is a jumping spider, which I know it sounds funny, but I see him. I think it's a him. I don't know. I have decided that I am God, and I have assigned him to that spider. So I have decided that it's him. I have a jumping spider who's my neighbor, and it essentially it hangs out in the ceiling every once in a while. Sometimes I find them in the bathroom, and you know, they say hello because they do that thing where they raise their hands and say hello. And those spiders are so tiny, dude. They're so tiny. They're smaller than my fingernail. And I am very grateful to the jumping spider because I think that's the reason why we didn't have mosquitoes for so long was probably because of him. And here's the thing. I have a feeling that I have a feeling that that spider may have died already. Because otherwise we wouldn't have as many mosquitoes as we have right now. So I think that maybe my friend the spider already passed away. I think it may have died already, which that's why I'm having such a trouble with mosquitoes today. I get plenty of jumping spiders here. Never thought of them taking them as pets, but the idea is tempting. I mean, you can. I just let them free roam. The same with the geckos in my house. My family and I have a symbiotic relationship with the geckos in our house, because they eat spiders, which is why I think that the jumping spider might have perished already, because we have geckos who eat spiders. And you know, because they eat spiders, they might have eaten my spider neighbor. But we have a symbiotic relationship with them because we let them live in our house. We let them live in our house, and then they take care of the spiders for us. Unfortunately, they got the good spider. So unfortunately, they got Tony the spider. Tony the spider is dead. Wait. No, I mean, genuinely, like I said, they're called besuconas. They're called kissing geckos. That's their name. They're called kissing geckos. Because you know, they make a kissing sound whenever they hiss. That's why they're called kissing geckos. And they eat pests, more so spiders more than anything else, and other critters, right? So that is my theory. That is genuinely my theory. I think my friend the spider got eaten by our gecko neighbors, and that's why the mosquitoes are so proliferant right now. It's because there is nobody to take care of them anymore. Tony the spider is dead. Come on, Renan. Come on, you can do this. You're almost done. You're almost done. You're almost done, Brennan. Don't lose concentration right now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Okay, we got that. Good. Okay, we're only missing the bow and the eyes, and then we'll be done for today. Because I'm gonna color this off stream. Is that... Wait. I need to copy the actual shape of it. X and X. So... I think it might be better if I do the X first. And then go from there. So... No, that looks bad. Hold on. Maybe I'll do it like this. And now try to keep the same thickness. Try to keep it consistent. I know consistency is not your strong suit, but keep it consistent. Okay, I think that's... You know what? That's as good as it's gonna get. I feel like that is as good as we're gonna get today. Come on. Come on. Ah! Fuck. You know what? No. It's fine that I erased it, because I can do it better now. Which, by the way, I just realized that you wanted me to drink like half an hour ago. So I'm so sorry, Surik. I'm so sorry. Man, I need to set up some type of alarm for this, because I used to have an alarm for it, and now it doesn't sound anymore, and that's why I forget about it. Sorry, Surik. Let me do the hydration real quick. I love Jamaica. I love hibiscus tea. It's so good. Although this one is particularly spicy, which makes me think that it might have some repellent on it. But it's okay. It's okay. It's probably not enough to kill me anyway. Okay, and now we do the bow. Which this should be easier. Have you guys ever, like, eaten something that is clearly toxic? That it tastes like it's toxic and not good for you, but you eat it anyway? Because, like, sometimes that is just the last piece of the... that is just the last piece of candy. And I know that it has probably touched the floor, but, like... Sometimes it's worth it, you know? Sometimes it's worth it to get sick for that last piece of candy, okay? Okay. Sometimes it is worth it. Sometimes it's worth it to be disgusting to be happy. You know? Happiness may come, but, you know, being healthy comes and goes with life, but happiness is forever. So, it is important to be happy. So, if you drop any piece of candy in the last few months, just pick it back up and eat it. It's okay. It's better to have a short life, but a good life, than a long life that is bad. I'm losing my mind right now. I'm losing my mind. Come on, Renan. Yeah, Embry, yes. What's that? What's that mean? What's that? What's Embry, yes? Is that a sickness? E. coli? An experimental concert. No idea how long I had it been, but I still had it and I didn't notice it until I drank it. Okay, but like, how far along was it down your throat before you realized that it was bad? That's what I need to know. How far along was it down the throat before you realized that it wasn't that milk carton had lied to you several times? It's the military rations for the field missions. Oh! But I thought you said you didn't have field missions. I thought you said you mostly stayed at home and you'll be a house husband. Did I misunderstand that? Come on, Renan. Just draw a line, goddammit. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost through the true line, Chad. Keep holding my hand. We're almost there. Oh, it wasn't my system for quite a while. Never made me sick, which is weird. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you're a robot. Have you ever thought? Maybe you should get that. Maybe you should get your stomach checked. You know. Maybe you should like get that checked, because maybe that's not normal. That's not normal. What if you have a monster growing in there? Like, imagine that. Uh-huh. Okay, there. There we go. There we go. Could be cleaner, but honestly, at this point, I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't give a fuck if it's clean or not. At this point, I don't give a fuck. I just want it to be over. I want it to be over. I want to go take a nap. Actually, I probably won't take a nap anyway. I need to get back to editing after this. After I finish the stream, I need to go back to editing. Somebody please help me. Somebody please help. I need to go back to editing. And I don't wanna edit no more. How about I just love the video like it is right now, and you guys just like it, and we all move on. How about that? I'm kidding. I obviously care way too much about the quality of my product. Don't worry about it. I won't half-ass it, I promise. I promise I won't half-ass it. I'm just being whiny. Just know that I may whine and complain about it, but I still would do it, you know? I happen to know a good editor. Who? Pablo? Pablo? Hold on. Where do you go? Okay. Here it is. Almost there. You know, the day that I'm able to draw a line without nothing at. The day that I'm able to draw a line is that that is the day when you host, when it's gonna be over for you, host. That is the day when it's gonna be over for you. When I'm able to draw a line, continue. Okay. We almost have one eye done. There we go. And then the last part of the eyelid. There you go. And we are done. Oh shit, no, never mind. Oopsie. Wait, I forgot the eyeball. I forgot the eyeball. I'm still stupid. I'm so stupid. One second. We can do the eyeball. Let me do the eyeball. Let me do eye surgery. We need to do an eye transplant. There you go. There you go. Now I'm actually done. Now we're actually done with the line art. What do you think? I think it looks pretty cute. Let me make it gray so you can actually see it. Okay, that is too dark. Way too dark. There you go. What do you guys think, Chad? I think we did really good. I think we did pretty good. I think we managed to capture the essence just fine. I was a bit worried that it was just gonna look like Serena with clothes, but no, I think we did pretty good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now I'm just gonna color it off screen. That's what I'll do, I think. I think I'm just gonna color it off screen and I'll just post it tomorrow. But yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. We did that. Chad, we did that. Round of applause for everybody. Round of applause for everybody for sitting with me and, you know, talking to me. I appreciate it. Anyways, Chad, this is where we're gonna end it for today. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing more Pokemon White. And I'll be able to fully flex my muscles when it comes to the soundboard. Because I feel like the soundboard is best used when I use it to react to stuff. So you best believe, I will be using and abusing this thing. You best believe I will be using and abusing it. Alright, Chad. We're gonna rate Xochipilli. Because I love Sochi. I love Sochi. So we're gonna rate Xochipilli. And you guys will have a good day. And I will go back to editing hell. Or Jerry now says that because that's their status. Editing heaven. Whichever one is for you. I hope you guys have a lovely day. A lovely night. Remember, the Cherry Bomb Lotion Boutique always loves you and appreciates you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care. I love you guys. Mwah. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.